Hello everyone, this is the second video on my channel. So I was planning to work on this zero turn and this video, but just yesterday I picked up this Cub Cadet XT1 LT46 and it's in pretty good shape. It looks like new. You see, there is no rust, nothing. It's just like new, but it has some issues. So if we open the hood, you see there's build-ups from leak. The oil leaks somewhere. We have to investigate where it's coming from. I think it's on both sides and it's coming from the top. I assume it's coming from head gasket, but I'm not 100% sure. So today we'll be doing that. It cranks. It wasn't starting, but the seller said he wasn't starting it since last summer, because in Florida we cut the grass in summer very often, but during the winter it's not growing. I mean, I wasn't cutting my grass since I think November. You see how bad it is, because this year winter in Florida is so cold that we was getting something like 30 degrees. So yeah, let's pull it into the garage because it's windy outside today, and let's start working on it. Just one small thing that I forgot to mention. I bought it for $300. It was actually $200, but since there was a lot of inquiries to the seller, I offered him 100 more so he can sell it to me, because I wasn't able to come real quick, so he just had to wait for me. That's why it was $300. So I took the housing off, and it's still not clear what is it coming from, because I think we have to take these covers off and then we can see. But you see how it looks like, I don't know, it looks like here. But just to make sure, I think I'm gonna take the carburetor off, and then that's crazy. You see, it's coming, it's like everywhere. So yeah, it might be just some leak somewhere in this area, and it just flowing back, and this builds up is just because it was leaking like long time, and nobody never cleaned that. But you see the engine itself, like, it looks really good, it's all good, and exhaust is clean, everything is good, but this builds up. All right, I think I'm gonna take, oh, something disconnected here, I don't know what that is, and what's going on here. It's supposed to be like that. Let's see on this side, it's the same. Yep. Okay, let's see what's going on. Alright, the carburetor is off. Alright, we took this throttle control off, and now I took one piece of cover right there off, so now we gotta take the rest of it. There is a lot of bolts, and some of them like not easy to reach. Alright, all the covers are off, and it looks weird. You see the hose is like, I don't know if you can see that. So, but also what I noticed, in this hole for the bulb there is oil right inside. I don't know how it's possible, but it looks weird. Anyway, what I think, I probably have to take the engine off, because I want to just make sure it's not gonna be leaking anymore. So I'll have to drain the oil. That's crazy how oil got in there. So I have to drain the oil and then take the engine off. The half of job is done. I mean, the fuel is disconnected, throttle is disconnected. What I think I'll just have to disconnect the wiring and then take the engine off. But first thing what I gotta do is wash all that debris off, because then I wanna take all this debris on my table. Anyway, it's gonna be there 100%, but not that much. So yeah, I'll wash it and then I'll have to take this engine off. Okay, so that oil is draining right now. I also disconnected this and then the starter cable. So what we will need now, the throttle is disconnected as well, so what we will need now, we will have to lift it up and take the pulley off and take the belt, drive belt off. Then there is 4 bolts underneath we will have to take off as well, and it's ready to go. Then we'll take this engine off, put it on a table, and what I think I'll have to take it apart and clean all that and apply new sealant. But I also think that the head gasket have to be replaced. So once we take this engine off, we'll see if we have to take it apart or head gasket need to be replaced only, because as I see, there was no leaks. I assume there is no leaks from this connection, but just in case, I want to redo that. So I think we're gonna do both. We will take it apart, put a new sealant on oil pan, and we'll put new head gaskets. I don't know if I will be able to do that today because I only got delivered one head gasket. I'm not sure when another one gonna be delivered, so but we'll see. Alright, the engine is here, and so what I think, what I gotta do first, I will be replacing head gaskets. I don't know if I have to replace the sealant here. Okay. 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 Let's try to take the head gasket off. So usually head gasket, it's hard to take it apart actually. Not much, but still. This one is already trying to come off. Let's see the last bolt. The push rods. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I put the cylinder head back and I tied it to the specs. It looks like this wasn't the problem. So my thing is this sealant, an oil pan. I'm gonna put this valve cover back, and then I'll have to flip it over. And I mean, I didn't want to do that, but I have to take this oil pan off. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Okay, the engine is flipped over. Let's go ahead and take this oil pan off. You see how dirty it is. Okay, the last one, I'm just gonna, I don't want to take this drain off. I think I can just use my wrench. Unfortunately, camera died, and I managed to take this off. And this is the reason why it was leaking. You see, there is on the surface where the sealant is supposed to be, there is nothing on both sides. And so this is the problem. A lot of mechanics do this mistake. Once they apply the sealant, they put everything back together, but you gotta wait at least around, I mean, not at least, but around an hour, and then put it back. I mean, you have to tie it by hand and then wait for about an hour and then tie it completely to the specs. There was no sealant at all, you see. All the sealant came off outside because it was not properly installed. What I gotta do now, I gotta clean this surface and then both of them, yeah, and then apply a sealant on it, and then I'll be installing it back. As you see, I just applied the sealant, and now I have to flip the bottom cover over and install it. Alright guys, my camera died yesterday, and today this is what I've got at this point. So I put everything back, the sealant is in there, everything put back together. Also, as you see, it has a new carburetor. I installed it just in case, and because I've got this carburetor for free with purchase of this mower, new fuel filter and some other stuff, and air filter as well, some oil. So yeah, I think we're gonna adjust this governor once it on the tractor. So I just want to put the cover back on, and then we gotta put it on the tractor. I think I installed this in the wrong direction. Okay, now it's time for cover. Let's see. Goes pretty well. I have to find all the screws. Alright, good to go. Okay. This should be good. See, it's all in dirt. I'll have to wash it, but for now we have to install this pulley, and to do so, okay, let me show you. So there's a key, and it's right here. It's right there. So we have to line it up. So I just put this pulley on, and I left the belt just like that, and now I can slide it. It's hard to film it. I'm sorry, it was so hard to film it, but I eventually got it back. So here's our bowl. And now okay, it's done there, so we gotta take this jack off. Okay, so the carburetor, I think we gotta connect first. Okay, there's a fuel line. It's on now. Let's attach it. Okay. Gasket is on, so I had to disconnect fuel line because I think I gotta put this cover on first. This goes right here on the bottom. This is the fuel tank ventilation. Okay. Now the exhaust cover goes from the bottom Okay. check the oil. Shows full. Okay, I just changed the oil and the filter, and I swapped this fuel filter. We will try to start it. It's gonna take some time because there's no fuel in the carburetor, so let's try to do that. All right, let's try it. Hope it will start. Okay, as you see, it started, but this governor needs to be adjusted. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. So it's running good now, but you see the smoke is coming off just because it's full of oil everywhere. So it's running good, but I think it sounds like the valves are not adjusted, especially on this side, on this head. Let me show you real quick. Hope you'll hear it. Okay, I just adjusted the valves on this head, but they've been way off, but just probably because I was replacing a head gasket there. So let's see. Okay, as you see, it works great now. I'm gonna install this new air filter. Here is the air filter cover. So what I want to do now, I want to pressure wash it, and then I'll lift it up and pressure wash on the bottom. So I'm gonna move the car out of the way. So yeah. I forgot to film, but I almost installed this deck on. Let me show you. So there's a B. So there is one pin on the front. First we gotta put the belt on, and then this pin comes right there. Not sure which one goes there. I also, oh, before we do that, here's a spring and a cable that engage the blade, so it comes right there. And then the pin like that, and then it says right there 46 and 42. This is the 46-inch blade deck, I mean. Then you have to lower this down just like that. Okay. The other one is right here. And then the last one goes right here. So now once it's on, there's a belt holding arm supposed to go right here. Let me find it and I'll put it here. Okay, it goes right there, and then right here. This is how it rests. Okay, it's pretty much done. I'll have to put the hood on and then Just give it a little wash because I was washing without it. Let me see if the blade, the deck comes up. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, let me put a hood on. All right, we all done here. So you see, it looks really good. You see that smoke that's coming off? It's just because there was a lot of oil and all that stuff. So I'll let it run for some time. So you see, and the engine looks really good now. It's not leaking now. This comes mostly from the exhaust, so it's clean, it works smooth. I haven't checked the blades yet, but I'll do that in a minute. I don't think I put any money on it. I just used the sealant. Oh, okay, I spent like 10 bucks for head gasket, and it wasn't necessarily, but anyway, it's looking good, it works good. I'm gonna check how it cuts. I just made some pictures, we'll post it on a Facebook, and I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know if someone gonna buy it. $1,000.
1,000. No break.
Nah.
No break.
Sorry, Ken.
Oh.
That's good.
Okay, so now we gotta get this in.
Alright, the tractor is sold, as you see, and let's count how much we have earned. I bought it for 300 and I spent just couple days of my time, not a full days, and around 10 bucks, but let's just count 300, and I sold it for 1,000. Let me know in the comments what do you think, if it's worth it, the 700 bucks, if it's good profit or not. I also just finished recording another project. It'll be coming soon, so make sure to hit a like and subscribe button to make sure not skip the next video. I really need your support because I just started this channel. So thank you for watching and have a good one.